Hey guys, welcome to another Lunch with Laura. I couldn't get the live button to work for some reason for like 5 minutes, I think it's been 7. But anyways, welcome to all of our new members. Super excited to have all of you newbies with us. So thank you so much for joining. Those of you that are putting the word out about this group, I do appreciate it. Thank you. So I wanted to just give one quick announcement, and then I'm going to dive into what we're going to talk about today. So we're getting ready to gear up for our September launch of the VA school, and I wanted to let everybody know that we are going to, once again, like we did in May, we are going to pull one free enrollment. So, and we will do that from anybody who is signed up on our wait list. So I will, when I'm done here today, I will drop the link to the wait list in the notes for you. And so go ahead and sign up on there, and then we will pull that at the very beginning of the September launch. Again, one winner will get a free enrollment to the VA school. And I am working on something this summer that hopefully will be done by then, and it's going to be free if you're in the VA school. But I think it's going to be something really cool for all of you VAs out there. So anyways, I'm just going to keep it under wraps until I know when we're actually going to have it done. So as you know, before you come into the group, I always have you guys ask, or I ask questions and have you answer them so I know how to best support you. And one that just always comes up all the time is, basically that people feel that they cannot actually do a virtual assistant business, or it's not going to make them enough money. And I noticed over the weekend, I spent some time going through some other groups, and I saw a lot of posts in there about people saying, oh, I tried to be a VA, I did it for 3 months, or I tried for 6 months or a year, and it just didn't work. I didn't make enough money, or I didn't want to be, always chasing clients down or trying to find clients. And so I thought what we would talk about today is determining whether you actually are ready to be a business owner, and if not, what you can do in the meantime until you might be ready. So the first thing that I just want to say, because I see this happen so often, is if you truly are ready to be a business owner, because the only way that you are going to be able to make this your only income and create the business and life that you see all these other people having in this space is to treat it like a business, because it can't be a hobby. It cannot be something that you just try and see what happens. And don't laugh at this, but in all honesty, we don't get married thinking, I'm going to try it, and then in 3 months it doesn't work, so you're on to somebody else. Okay, we don't try to be parents and then just decide, this is hard. This kid cries all the time, or, they get into the teen years and they're mouthy and you're like, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. No, we don't do that. And you know why? Because we committed. We committed to be married to somebody, or we committed to having children, or whatever the commitment is. Commitment to losing weight, whatever it is. You don't start a diet saying, I'm going to lose 25 pounds. And then you have like a couple of bad days where you eat too much and maybe you gain a pound back. I mean, do you just go back to your old ways? No, typically what you do is you get back on the saddle and you keep going until you hit that goal. So a business is the exact same way, because I'll tell you what, it is a love-hate relationship. I mean, being a business owner is a constant roller coaster. So you have to be willing to invest in yourself, invest in your business, and commit to doing it. So some of the other comments that I saw were people saying, well, I tried different courses and I tried this and I tried that. But again, if you're not fully committed to doing it, then half-assing something and half-trying something really isn't going to work for you. You really have to go all in. And what I mean by all in is not necessarily putting in 14, 16-hour days. I just mean that you have to mentally be all in. This is going to be my business, and I am going to commit to making it work. Whether it takes me 3 months, 6 months, a year, 5 years, whatever it is. So you have to make that commitment to being a business owner and then take the steps that it takes to be a true business owner, because it's not, I'm going to tell you the other thing that I see all the time. And I know I told you guys this story before, but I started back in 1997. So we had none of this online support whatsoever, right? So I kind of had to just kind of scrape and scrounge and, figure things out, but you don't have to do that anymore. And I was following some posts in a group that I'm in, and this poor girl was asking for advice on basically how to set up her LLC, deciding what she needed to do. She had questions around how, getting with an accountant. And she had hundreds of comments, and everybody was going in 50 different directions. And I just thought, and she even made a comment in the thread saying, I'm more confused now than ever. And unfortunately, that's what happens when all you're looking for is free advice. Now, I'm not saying that you can't go into a group and ask for advice on something, but I'm just saying don't let that be the driving force behind how you're creating your business, okay? What I'm saying is, find somebody or something that you really resonate with, that maybe it's a personality you resonate with. Maybe it's somebody's story. Maybe you like the way that they do things, whatever it is, whether it's a course, whether it's a mentor, whether it's a business coach, it doesn't matter what it is, or a mentorship group or a mastermind, whatever it is, you need to understand that people who are successful business owners invest in their business. And depending on what stage you're in, that investment is always going to be different, but it's always going to be ongoing. So in the beginning, you might be investing in having somebody show you and teach you every single thing that you need to grow, start, have a sustainable business. Okay, once you get past that phase, you might need to work with somebody who is going to help you with sales. Maybe sales isn't really your thing and you really hate it. I mean, trust me, I've said it a million times. I don't like it myself. But we know that it is the only way. Business does not survive without sales, period. It's just, it's a numbers thing. So what I'm saying is that you're always going to be investing at some point in your business. So that's why you need to make that mindset that this is it. The thing is, we all have budgets, so you just work within the budget. So for example, if you say, I'm going to start my business, I'm so excited. The first thing I'm going to do is I am going to make my office beautiful. Well, that's not really a good investment in your business. That's a decorating thing. That is something that can come later. So maybe that is a goal that you set for yourself, and you say, you know what, once I land my second or third client, I'm going to invest in a new desk or a new computer or paint and curtains and pictures for my walls in my office. Whatever it is, but make sure that when you do decide that you're going in, and then you decide and you have to invest in your business, invest in it wisely. Don't just go throwing dollar after dollar. Don't go buying 6 courses and not looking at any of them. Don't invest in a coach and not do what the coach is telling you to do. You have to be able to dedicate yourself to it, but dedicate it and allocate your dollars wisely. Okay. And then when you have these other goals that really, a nice office is a great space to work in, but it's not actually going to do anything for your bottom line. So make that one of your goals. That's going to be your win or your gift to yourself once you get to X amount. Maybe it's 1 client. Whatever it is. But so always think about that. So investing in your business, but investing wisely and making sure that you are investing in the stage that your business is in, because that's really important too. So if after I just said all that and I scared you and you said, I don't think I want to be a business owner, it's too hard, or maybe you're just at the point in your life that you're not ready for it. if this is still something you really want to do, then start working for an agency. I did that. I started my own business, and I've told you guys before, it was a very small niche market, and I did get referrals and I had clients coming in, but then I had actually talked to somebody who, long story short, they owned a scheduling company, and I'm like, well, I could use another client. So I started working with them, and that was actually a great fallback for me, because like with any business, clients do fall off, especially in the VA industry, because a lot of times you could be bridging a gap for somebody. You have to think of it that way. Maybe you are that person's admin until they can actually hire somebody else. So think of an agency as maybe bridging the gap for you until you're ready to take that next step or that next leap. I didn't start the agency until 2015 because I know me, I know my limitations. I knew that I had young kids that I wanted them to be my main priority. And that is why I waited to start the agency and really go full blown with a bigger business like this and this model until I knew I was at the stage in my life or in my kids' life and my situation that I could support that. So there's always an answer or a workaround until you can get to the place that you really want to be. And if doing that still, if you still are not interested in that part of it, but you want to be home more, look into maybe your current job offers some type of flexible work time, or start looking for something that offers flex time or is more of a, work from home type position. Just understanding though what you need to get. So you need to know what your income needs to be. And then that can help you, because that's the other thing I see people do. They will quit their job and say, I'm just going to go full board with this, but you're not going to be making $5,000, right off the bat as your income. And you need to know that. So you need to know what you need. You need to know what your limitations are, and then you need to plan for it. So I hope that gave you a little bit of insight, because it always pains me to see people say, I tried this and it didn't work, because it does work. I promise you it does work, but it takes a lot of dedication and it takes the right mindset. And if you're not there, or that your current situation just can't support that for you right now, you need to do what you need to do until you can get there. So be strong. Know what you need and make a plan for yourself, and then reward yourself with your wins along the way, so that you're always making some type of progress, some step forward in the right direction, and then you're celebrating those, because otherwise if you wait too long, it's just going to get boring and it's just going to be another job. So let me see, I'm going to see if you guys have any. JP, you made it. Okay, so I don't see any questions. Feel free to drop a question or a comment if you'd like in this in the feed. I will go ahead and post the link to that wait list for you guys, for anybody who would like to sign up for that free enrollment. And always keeping us motivated. Oh, Christine, thank you. Thank you. That's my goal. That's my goal, guys. I want to keep you motivated. I want to keep you guys on track. This industry is great. It's booming. It's only getting bigger. So I want to see those that want to succeed. I want to see you get there. So anyways, have a great rest of your Tuesday. Have a great rest of your week, and I will see you guys. Oh, and next week I actually have, what I'm trying to do is every month bring on somebody who has a virtual assistant success story. And next week I have a special guest for you. Her name is Danae Branson, and she is the owner of 2 companies now, and she started as a scheduler. So I'm bringing her on, and we're going to talk to her next week so that you can see, I want you guys to see like all of the different variations of virtual assistants that you can be, but that there really is success with real life people. So Stay tuned for that one next Tuesday at noon, and I will see you guys next Tuesday. Take care.